Good morning and a happy Sabbath, my friends, wherever you are watching me from this morning. I pray that you are well and that God is being good to you and to your families. Welcome to our new series, our brand new series on the book of Proverbs, the Proverbs, ancient words of wisdom. We are going to be covering a book now that is full of proverbs, full of words of wisdom, full of words, beautiful words of life. And this time round, we're going to be doing just 5 minutes sermon. So you have plenty of time to listen and just a small clip for you to share with your friends as well. So let us go straight into today's 5 minutes of today's session. We are looking at the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs is written by a man called Solomon. Today I'm going to be reading from Proverbs chapter 1 to verses 7. This Solomon, he was the son of a king, so he was from the royal background. And the basics or the introduction to this book simply is, we want to learn from the book of Proverbs what it says from verse 2 is basically the purpose of the book is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help us common people to have a better understanding of the mind of the wise. It is also to help us, to teach us to live a disciplined and successful life. Now, I know that in life, all of us, we want to be successful. But do we know how we can become successful? We will find out from the book of Proverbs as we begin on this journey. The book of Proverbs also talks to us about how to live right, how to live a righteous life, how to live a just life and a fair life. In fact, issues of equality, issues of treating each other right, we will find also in the book of Proverbs. And the book of Proverbs, it is also going to give us, as I said, insights into the depth of wisdom. We want to learn what really is wisdom, what is knowledge. In fact, it says in verse 4 that it gives discernment to the young. I think young people today, I'm young as well, we need to have discernment. We need to be able to decipher between right and wrong. And the book of Proverbs will be able to help us to get to grips with that and to understand that as well. So we find here the book of Proverbs, it is going to be a book about trying to interpret what is being said. We are going to be opening up some of those old sayings. We want to see how do they actually relate, how do we relate to them? How do we understand these parables? How do we understand these statements that are in the word? So the text just reads this way. I'm going to read it straight through. It says, these are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise. Their purpose is to teach people to live disciplined and successful lives, to help them to do what is right, just, and fair. These proverbs will give insights into the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young. Let the wise listen to the proverbs and become even wiser. Amen. Let those with understanding receive guidance by exploring the meaning in these proverbs and parables, the words and their riddles. Now, here's today's proverb, and we finish. The fear of the Lord, this is verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. So, my friends, what I want to leave you with today as we open the book of Proverbs is this first riddle. The first riddle simply says, when you start to think about knowledge, when you start to think about wisdom, it begins with the fear of God. I really would like you to think a bit more about that. Do you consider yourself a wise person? Do you consider yourself to have knowledge? Do you have the true knowledge and the true wisdom? Solomon says in the parable, the fear of the Lord, it is the beginning, some Bible says. Here says it is the foundation of true knowledge. So here's the first riddle we have today, that as we think about wisdom, as we think about knowledge, it has to be grounded in the fear of God. Notice he says, but fools, they despise wisdom and discipline. In other words, fools despise that which is godly. Fools despise even the existence of God, because fools does not believe that there is a God, we will find somewhere Solomon saying that a fool said in his heart, there is no God. So today, my friends, in these 5 minutes, may God help us and bless us. Please share as we share together the story of the Proverbs. Have a good Sabbath. God bless you. Bye-bye.